Here we go. We in the building. Good morning, my people. How are you doing? It's your brother Bolo V&R. Hey man, like, share, and subscribe. Do not keep this to yourself. Don't be selfish.
If you haven't exercised in years, try this at home. In a week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks, you'll look better. In a month, you'll be toned and mobile. If you can't get toned at 50 by yourself, try the 7-minute chair workout for beginners. Do this
All
to
right,
get a flat.
Pops. All right, I got you. All right. Okay, so here we go. Man, listen, Will Rattigan and Andy Marshall is a problem. I'm talking about they are on, what's his name, ASS like a back pocket. Shout out to Trina. But they're on Andrew Holness. Man, listen. Yeah, bro. Man, listen. Andrew Holness. Man, what? Yo, these dudes. I wouldn't want these dudes. I wouldn't want to be Andrew Holness. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I would not want to be him.
Do this until February 1st. On January 1st, we're starting a 4-week challenge.
Calm down, sir. Calm down.
This is what losing 15 kilograms would.
Calm down with the adverts, Lord. Anywho, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in now. I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to fast forward. Because this live stream was 4 hours. I'm going to concentrate on the very last part of this live stream and then go back to the middle of it. It was very powerful. Alright? So come on in, guys. Come on in. Hit that like button. Will Rattigan got a message for all the Jamaican people. It's not about the year, it's about today. It's about you know, playing your part in the freedom and advancement of the whole human race. Yo, Jamaica has a powerful anthem, a powerful pledge. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we a powerful nation, man. We a powerful group of people. And we need to start acting like it. Alright? Again, follow me on all of my platforms. Follow me on Instagram. All that good stuff. All that jazz. 1 second. I know it's late, but I'm going to share this in my group. See who is up. You never know who is up. You know what I mean? Just never know. So good morning. Oh. Good morning. I am alive, good people. Whoa, there it is. Copy that. Send that through. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all just give me a sec. I know patience is something that we, a lot of us don't really engage in, but please be patient, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, cool. so unfortunate, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, sometimes I be thinking out loud. I should stop that. Alright, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Alright, how you guys are doing? It's your brother Bolo V&R. And I have 3 platforms. I would love for you to subscribe to all 3 of them. Right now, especially Bolo V&R Clips. Let's get to 8,000 subs over there, man. Let's get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That'll be so dope. Anywho, also remember that the Cash App is open. The PayPal is also open. Alright, Super Chat is not available because I live in Jamaica. I know, right? Sucks. It royally sucks. But guess what? It is what it is. Now, we're going to go to Mr. Will Rattigan. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Will Rattigan has a message for the Jamaican people. And I'm not going to be saying much. I'm just going to let that man talk. Because what he's saying needs to be said and needs to be understood. And we all need to get in line and play our role and our part in the advancement of our country. Listen to this.
As well. Blessings.
Well said, Jamaicans. Big up all the people in the chat. Pastor Ricky, big up yourself. And we are asking Brother Rattigan to close the curtain for us tonight. Blessings.
Yeah, man. Again, another thanks. Another wonderful program, brethren. Another wonderful program. You know, if you consider last year as the flicker, this year will be the flame. We have to turn up the heat because the Jamaican people must suffer. We cannot sit idly by and just watch it happen without taking some kind of action. Again, within the constraints of the law. What we're doing heretofore has never been done, at least not on this scale, where you have so many people holding or attempting to hold government accountable. You've always had people, but in terms of the sheer number of people doing it right now, because of this wonderful platform called social media, if we had to depend on traditional media, the word would never get out. It would be stifled, it would be choked. But them can't talk social media, although there have been talks about passing legislation. The previous commissioner said they were contemplating passing legislation to control social media. The cat's out of the bag, can't put it back. The smoke come out of the room already, can't put it back in. Let me just say that I know people that it's kind of frustrating for some of you because you're getting information from us that you're just not getting anywhere, and you get it is a steady diet of it. And so now you're saying, well, I want to give you the information, but what not going to do? Well, let me just say that the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation was formed less than 2 years ago, actually a year and a half ago. And last year, it sponsored and participated in 4 protests and 1 conference, not to mention the letter writing campaign. So we have done a lot where, I mean, if you go back and you look at the history of the diaspora, these things have never been done. And in 1 year, these are all the things that we managed to accomplish. We're looking forward to a banner year this year, where we're going to be doing a lot more in terms of international pressure. The Magnitsky Act, we spoke about that. Once we do it and we send it off, it's out of our control. It's up to these governments and these international organizations what they want to do. But we have a job to do, and that is to prepare the thing and to submit it. And once we submit it, then that's it. Our job is finished. You know what I mean? We can do follow-ups and things like that. Local pressure. We need the Jamaican people to start acting as if they are victims. You know what I mean? And so they have to start shouting. They're not doing enough of it. We're not hearing enough we're not seeing enough being done by civil society. We see press releases, and I've read some of them, and they're written in language that the ordinary Jamaican will not understand. And then we don't see a follow-up. We see press releases, but we don't see a press conference to explain that. JAMP is doing a good job because JAMP actually did a press conference, push out information, did a press conference. But for the others, we're not seeing enough of it. We're not that whatever they're attempting, it's not reaching the grassroots people. And that's where we need to start this movement from. We need to start it from there, not from the middle class. The middle class is disappearing. Either they're becoming poor or they're running away. They're fleeing and they're going overseas. So it's disappearing. So you need to reach out to the grassroots people. You cannot do it with only a press release that a lot of people can't read and understand. We haven't heard much from the churches in Jamaica. And most numbers. Jamaica, I think, have most churches per square mile in the world, and we just don't have the prayer breakfast, and it's a joke because the
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
firebrands are not invited. Where you have the ones who want kowtow to the government. Those are the ones who, they get invited to it, and they go and they eat well and they speak well, but they don't do nothing. That's the end of it. They don't do anything. I saw one little weak statement put out by them regarding the Prime Minister's attempt to get rid of the Integrity Commission by asking that certain provisions be either removed or amended, asking the court to step in.
Emotional damage.
And also with the other provisions that apply to him. I don't see much from the churches. PSOJ, the business community, they wield a tremendous amount of power, because they're the ones who tell the Prime Minister, say, we're going to do this, we want you to do this, we want you to do that, because they're the ones who can finance a campaign.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
And we don't, what we get platitudes from them. We don't get any action, and the platitudes, they're few and far between. It's only when like a businessman get shut up on things like that, you'll hear them say that, no, we have to do something about the crime thing and blah, 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 blah.
What can go so? What can go so?
But you don't see a consistent effort to hold government accountable. The diaspora, there's a consistent effort to hold them accountable, and that is what we are doing. And let me just add that the opposition, and by no means am I favorable to the opposition or the government. I just call a spade as I see it. The opposition is the only party that has actually said, we see a place for the diaspora in the development of Jamaica, and here is the space. They've talked about that. They haven't been in power, so we don't know if it's going to come to fruition. But at least in words, they've said it. The Prime Minister, if he said nothing about the diaspora in the New Year's speech, You know him say nothing about the diaspora. And say, well, we want all them people who want to come together as family. I want to listen to whatever you're saying. I've been, hear him say things like, I've been stubborn in accepting some of the things that you've said, and maybe there's a middle ground we can meet and blah. Nothing like that. No outreach to say, let's talk, let's come to terms, except when they want money. Right? When they talk the remittances and when a natural disaster like Jamaica, then you hear them say, well, we can't send hospital things, we can't send this, we can't send that, we can't come down and blah, 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 blah. You see the list them put out when Berry lick them. You see the list them put out, they want all boat, and you know where them I go with boat. They want steel all boat, they want another kind of boat, they want this, somebody should go back and revisit that list, man, and look on that list and see what them ask for. They're asking for things that the government should have provided way before a natural disaster. That's called being proactive. You can't tell me that on the island of Jamaica that has been devastated, well, not devastated, but has been hit by hurricanes on several occasions, with a partial error direct hit. And I think there are not very few direct hits. That you don't have a hurricane-proof, what do you call it, sis? Shelter.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way.
You don't have a hurricane-proof, a standardized hurricane-proof. Listen, them put people in a school rooms and say a shelter. You know the one with the decorative bricks, decorative blocks where air can pass through. They don't realize that that is a setup for a missile attack, because a strong hurricane blow through that. Them bricks that come at you, at warp speed. Anything in that way gone. And them said, no, we have hurricane shelters. And I said, no, man, this is not when you talk about planning for the future. This is not about government planning. So just want to wrap it up and say, this year, I'm encouraged by the support and also the encouragement that I've received, saying we're behind you, we're behind Mystic, we're behind Jeffrey Tavares, we're behind Lonesome, we're behind all the others, and we want to do a bit more. I am encouraged, and I'm going to work my damnedest best, right, to inform the Jamaican people about what's going on, and to make sure that they, if they're not yet, that they will become informed voters. They will stop being legacy voters. If the MP is that you elected is not doing the work, then replacement is the course correction, because You can't keep electing these people thinking that they will do what's in your best interest, your family's best interest, the community's best interest, Jamaica's best interest. You can't do that because we're seeing them, they're stealing in broad daylight. I mean, no matter what them said to me, them kind of robbery I was going, them kind of stealing I was going. Never used that before. Of course, we're not saying that this government, the JLP, has a monopoly on corruption and stealing. No, it permeates both parties. But what we're saying is the level to which we're seeing it, the barefacedness about how they're doing it. And
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
and the amount of it. Scraping is an actual, is a very good descriptive term for it, because they not left nothing. They want to take everything they can take, as if them say, we know we're not going to be in power next, the next election, so we have to take everything we can take, because if not, somebody else are going to have it, and we don't want nobody have it, because we've been out of power for so long, so we are going to take it. I'm going to tell the people, we need to wake up, we need to start doing things. A protest is not out of the realm of possibility. Look, thousands showed up last night. You see the concert last night, and I just firing a show up, Whole for Jamaicans who are affected by this economy. Whole for them. And sad to say that a lot of them who say them have no money to buy books for them kids go school and whatnot, them find the money for buy pretty dress and pretty shoes and bossy shirt and thing for go out this thing. Come here, banks
Emotional damage.
Pretty shoes and bossy shirt and thing for go out this thing. And come here, all banks that give out loan, them give out some loan based on your paycheck, and the interest rates them high, and people use it for dress up and buy tickets and go out thing. No, supporting a concert, that's fine, it's cultural, and I say by all means support it. Not everybody will support it, but if you want to support an artist, then support your artist. But what I'm saying is that you need to support yourself. God help those who help themselves. Help yourself to better your condition. Just as much as you can go there and spend the money and support an artist, spend the time and support yourself and your community and your family. That's all me I ask you to do. That's all. Just take a stand and say, you know what? This is something that means the world to us, and we just cannot sit idle by and watch it go by. All of the young people who don't vote, may I beg you to go vote. 30% cannot be the mandate for the country of Jamaica. 30% cannot be the mandate. Cannot be. So, people, continue to tune into Mystic and the rest of the programs. Continue to be educated, continue to be enlightened, and take decisive action within the constraints of the law. Let the government know that you're dissatisfied. And if you don't believe me, go back and look at the manifesto, the 2016 manifesto, 15-16 manifesto. Look at the one in 2020. Look at the number of promises that have been made to you over the last 8-9 years. Look at the number of promises, and then look at the number of promises fulfilled. When somebody will tell you after 8-9 years that, yes, we're going to do it, no, they don't deserve no chance. They don't deserve another chance, people. So, Mystic, thank you for having me. Jamaics, big up yourself. Ishmael, stay so. And of course, love the sis. Take care.
All right.
Hold on 1 second, Mystic. Ratty, you're forgetting something, and I have to give you a reminder.
Sure.
You said that the Prime Minister didn't say anything about the diaspora. But you are forgetting that not a line, not a letter, not a 50-cent stamp. You have no standing.
You're right. I stand corrected.
If I may, I just want to say something.
People, the message is clear. The message is concise. Wanna help on yourself. Nobody now say, this is not no shot at no artist, right? Nobody now say you can't, enjoy yourself, but prioritize. We're in a recession right now. We're not in a good place in Jamaica right now, right? So, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue in the vein that we're going in, or do you want to stand up, stand up, and take your place in the flow of change? Are you going to be in the flow of continuation of the madness that is going on in this country, or do you want to be a part of the change? That is just the whole point of everything, You understand? I didn't even know you had people that actually went and got a bank loan to go to a concert, it couldn't have been me. It could not. Listen, I'm a party person. I used to be a party animal, and I've never borrowed money to go to a party. Never, ever, ever, ever. Do you know how backward that is? Do you know, like, listen, man. Listen. At some point, I'm gonna start blaming these government officials. I'm gonna start blaming us because we wield an immense level of power. When I'm talking about moving mountains with the help of the Most High, trust me. Collectively, if we bring our troubles to the Most High, collectively these same troubles, they'll be fixed real quick. They'll be fixed very, very quick. Of course, you can't leave God out of nowhere. Right? So let me know what you guys think about what, good morning, Floyd. Let me know what you guys think about what Rattigan closing arguments was to the people of Jamaica in that wonderful live stream that was done. You understand? Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on all platforms, and donations are welcome. Alright? The links to all of those options are in the description of the video. Okay? And pinned in the comment section. Alright. Now use the time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V&R, and Mystic Sensation had my goodness, I have to say, one of his classics in terms of disseminating the information expertly. I will not be playing that part of it. You guys have to go and watch the video yourself. Alright, yes, definitely go and support Mystic Sensation. As a matter of fact, let me direct you to the video in which after I'm done the reaction, I'm going to direct you to the exact video in which I'm speaking of, and you guys can go and watch the video yourself. However, for my new subscribers that is not aware of who Mystic Sensation is, let me share my screen real quick. This is the platform right here, Mystic Sensation. Alright, go ahead and go sub up to Mystic Sensation page. Follow them on Instagram. Their PayPal is right there. Support them. Alright, they really, really do amazing work, I have to say. I really appreciate what they're doing. I've learned a lot from their breakdowns, and I'm sure you will as well. Now, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Wow.
And deposited into one of the NCB bank accounts of the Prime Minister, who owed 28 accounts, where the Prime Minister, prior into that money, $143,000 went into his account. 10 days prior, he took out an account with $0. Ambassador, what is your observation on the whole report in terms of what I read?
No, this is the tail end of the report. This is Ambassador Andy Marshall. And when I heard this response, I say, yeah, I have to really, really highlight this. Listen to what the man has to say, Jamaica. Listen to what the man's got to say, I'm telling you.
Let me first respond by saying the presidency or the office of the Prime Minister and or the Prime Minister in there, the office of the Finance Minister and the companies that have been mentioned are the axis of evil. Whether they like us on this platform or not, it's a fact. They are the axis of evil. Let me go on to say Satanic Services Limited SS.
He called them the Satanic Services Limited SSL. After what Mystic Sensation presented the evidence about SSL, he called him the Satanic. Man, listen, bro. I really like this brother, man. No homo, man. Listen, let's play that back.
Evil. Let me go on to say this Satanic Services Limited SSL has been at the behest of providing services and solutions to the evil in Jamaica. The evil in Jamaica is the network, the transnational organized network. The transnational organized crime network originates from this comment, originates from the money that has left the Satanic Security Security Limited or Satanic Services Limited SSL and depositing that money.
Satanic Services Limited. Yo, this dude, yo, bruh. Yo, hey, I like all of those acronyms. I'm talking about, man, the Satanic Services Limited. Jesus. Shout out to Andy Marshall, man. Lord have mercy.
Money in NCB Bank across the borders of Jamaica. That tells you that's transnational organized crime. And the premier or the prime minister is heading that network. In that the prime minister obviously has intelligence briefings every morning or every day with regard to what is going to happen from the offices of the intelligence office, be it either of military intelligence or defense intelligence, as well as intelligence from your security and law enforcement agencies. Number 3, we must not shy away from prosecuting the prime minister privately whilst in office and when he leaves office. Number 4, when the prime minister gets the recording of this interview, I'm going to address the prime minister directly and say, you belong in jail. I'm not even going to call you sir. You belong in jail and you are committing crime, and people like myself across the borders of Jamaica or far away from Jamaica.
Help, we hear the
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Oh, I didn't. No, listen. Wait. I'm sorry. We gotta roll that back. Hold up.
Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history of professional wrestling for the heavyweight championship of the world.
This just got serious.
Are you ready?
Yo, this just got serious.
Wrestling fans, are you ready?
Come on, man.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. From the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get
Andy Marshall played. I love it.
From your security and law enforcement agencies. Number 3, we must not shy away from prosecuting the Prime Minister privately whilst in office and when he leaves office. Now,
guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Number 4, when the Prime Minister gets the recording of this interview, I'm going to address the Prime Minister directly and say, you belong in jail. I'm not even going to call you sir. You belong in jail and you are committing crime, and people like myself across the borders of Jamaica or far away from Jamaica can distinguish crime from justice. And I can tell you, sir, for the want of a better word to describe you, you have been committing crime and you have been encouraging other people to commit crime. Number 4, how then do we deal with this, which is what Mystic Sensation wants to know. That woman who was the key tenor in this evil operation needs to be prosecuted, needs to be pursued, needs to be harassed, needs to be humbled, so that she can tell who was the driver of opportunities that enabled her to be able to commit this crime. They say you need to beat the grass to startle the snakes in the grass. So when we beat the snake, when we beat the grass, we will startle the snakes and they will come out. There is no way in which all of these law enforcement agencies enable us of information, those who are tasked to gather intelligence, be it the Financial Services Commission, there is no way in which they have no interest in prosecuting, in seeing the Prime Minister being prosecuted. And the people of Jamaica, let me share some similarities between your plight and our plight. You have the JSE in Jamaica. We have the JSE in South Africa. You have the Jamaica Stock Exchange. We have the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, amongst many others. In the province where I am seated, you have the JSE running the whole country, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, working hand in glove with those who are investing their money in the London Stock Exchange, amongst other things. There are companies that are not listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange but are listed with the London Stock Exchange. I smell a rat between what you are experiencing from the Jamaica Stock Exchange evil operations and what they have been enabling the transnational organized crime networks that have found roots in Jamaica, operating from the office of the Prime Minister as well as the Minister of Finance. When I read what the Airports Authority of Jamaica did with regard to the board's fiduciary responsibilities, knowing what has been going on in the private space of the members of the board and their other private financial interests, can only conclude that there has always been knowledge that crime has been committed, but there has been lethargy in terms of ensuring that justice prevails, that justice that justice has been intentionally subverted to the whims of the few that are in office. I need to bring this to their attention. The Prime Minister cannot be a Prime Minister permanently. At a certain stage, he will become an old man. At a certain stage, he will die from a heart attack at a certain.
Oh my God, it's funny he should say that. Wow, it's funny he should say that. I know where he's coming from. He's coming from the perspective of you're a human being. You know, you should have some conscience. You should stand on some type of code of morale of, you know, some honor, some integrity, you know, something. Your soul. Don't you care about your soul? Like, you're gonna just do this to the Jamaican people, and God is watching you. God is watching us. And God is watching us. And God is watching us from a distance. I always love that song. God is watching us, man. God is watching us. Like, if people like obviously the Jamaican people don't know the extent to which what you guys are doing behind closed doors, but God is watching us, man. That's why Peter Chambers' prophecy that he put out the other day, that there's a sickness in the Prime Minister's body. People's gonna say, oh, they just calling down doom and they wicked, bruh. God knows what you're doing. God knows what the Prime Minister is doing, and God is gonna do it how God wanna do it, unless you repent, which I hope you do. I hope you repent. I hope there's a chance for you. You know, I hope there's still, you know, an extension of mercy from the Most High. Although I've heard the prophet say that there is no more mercy. If that's the case, God's will be done. Because you're suffering the people, man. Everybody can see it. I don't know why the laborites can't see it. I wonder if they maybe benefiting from the sufferation. Some of them are they okay with suffering? I don't know, but everything is out of hand in Jamaica right now. I'm talking about everything. Nothing is going well in Jamaica. Nothing. There's no bright spots. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing.
Stage, many other things will happen. So some of the leadership in Jamaica think that holding office exonerates them from old age, from the clashes and claws of law enforcement as well as criminal justice. I need to bring this to your attention, those who are in leadership and committing crime. You know that you are committing crime, and you know that you are going to be prosecuted. What baffles my mind is, why do you continue doing this? You have stolen enough money. This comes from the information that has been put before the panel through the investigations of institutions like your Financial Services Commission. And we would like the people of Jamaica and the people of the world, and I am sure the investors of SSL, which I have just dubbed your satanic Services Limited, would like to get justice, would like to get their money back. How come only the Prime Minister gets money from the collapse of SSL and not any other person? Secondly, why is it that there were no mechanisms, built-in mechanisms, in case of the collapse of these institutions were not put up so that the investors are able to claim or get or recover their money as a result of the collapse? Thirdly, how is it possible that one individual has been siphoning money? I'm not going to use that nice English word, siphoning money. How come that individual has been stealing money without systemic alarms, systemic and systematic alarms going off, so that
Shots fired. Now he's asking some very good questions, and I hope the Jamaican people listen, because man, the man is speaking. Man, come on, man. Let's be logical. One person alone got money out of SSL. one person, and y'all are out here defending this man, being die-hearted. Y'all is just as wicked as him, or even worse.
Individual can be prosecuted. When we listen to what the world out there says, the financial institution saying investigations are ongoing. Can you talk simple English? What investigations? Who's conducting those investigations? Up to so far, what has been discovered? Up to so far, who has been arrested? I don't know if that woman was borrowed bangles. Bangles meaning the handcuffs. When was she borrowed the bangles? So that the people of Jamaica can see that law enforcement and justice have kicked in as twins in the field, trying to equalize the playing field or trying to equalize the field of justice. Let me conclude my comments by saying the Premier, the Minister of Finance, the institutions that we have mentioned are the axis of evil, and they need to be pursued. The Prime Minister must be made aware that wherever he can run, and the Minister of Finance, wherever they can run, justice will follow them. Some of us know that their names will be put by the people of Jamaica on the red notice of Interpol Jamaica, and many other bureaus in the world will hunt the Prime Minister down, as well as the Minister of Finance, as well as those who have been encouraging, allowing the satanic operations of First Rock and SSL and many others. And I am sure that the central bank will take sides with my belief and my advice that they should be prosecuted. I don't want to talk emotions.
Emotional damage.
Yo, he not talking emotion, but I'm telling you, just hearing this, if I am Andrew Holness and whoever he's associated with, I'm going to be like, wait a minute. So you telling me I already got a former FBI supervisor agent on my ASS digging into my life. I got his associates now on an international scale. This, guys, y'all need to go Google who Andy Marshall is and what this man does. Do you understand this man's reputation? This man, after reviewing the evidence of the Integrity Commission, he's not saying allegedly. He's saying, yo, dude, you a thief. He's not mixing his words. He's calling the Prime Minister out, period. And he's also looking to take action against the Prime Minister as well. On an international level. We talking about Interpol. Yo, do you guys know who Interpol is, the entity? Man, listen, this is serious.
I am a strategist. I am able to see the weaknesses in the operations, and I will prey on the weaknesses in the operations so that we can all be meaning the people of Jamaica and all of us on the panel can be predators. The axis of evil are a simple prey. For now, they can be immune from many other things. But as time goes on, the predators, those who have lost money, the victims of crime, the victims of organized crime, must go after the Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance, and all those who have been in the leadership of First Rock, of SSL, of the AAJ, who have made it possible for the transnational organized criminals, beginning with the Prime Minister, as per the reports that we continuously come across and read, I am not going to use nice terms and use nice English. I'm going to say what we have discovered. The audit trail and the trail of facts not only suggests put the Prime Minister in the center, as well as the Minister of Finance in the center of the chaos of this big storm of organized crime.
Oh, he talk about Nigel Clark too? Oh my God. Yo.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yo, it's nighttime. I gotta be kind of,
Fine. And it is against that backdrop that some of us really lose respect for the Prime Minister. I'm sitting here angry on the other side of the coin of me sticking to facts. I am a human being who has emotions. Like I said, I have suppressed them intentionally for justice to obtain. For those who are the victims of crime in this space to be compensated, and for the people of Jamaica to get respect from the Prime Minister's office, the office of the Minister of Finance, the CEOs of First Rock, and many others who are involved in this transnational organized crime. Must give us respect, must give the people of the world respect, must do what is correct. I'm not going to ask for the Prime Minister to resign. No, I want the Prime Minister to be prosecuted. Whether you like me, Mr. Prime Minister, or not, I really don't give a damn because of the disrespect that you are showing me as your namesake. And by the way, I'm Andrew S. You are Andrew, and we do things differently, those who carry the name. And maybe some of us come from the spaces where we respect people on this panel, and we respect people who have lost their lives. I'm talking about the Marcus Garveys of the world and many others in that part of the world.
Yo, man, listen, this man just said Marcus Garvey. I'm about to blow a gasket. Yo, this man right here, bro. Yo.
The world, who have been fighting for justice. I have been a soldier. I've been a warrior in the fight for freedom. I am not only a freedom fighter, I am a warrior that fights for justice. Whether we have done away with apartheid, if there is crime that's been committed by the leadership in my own country, you know my stance. All of you will understand me better and knows me better. We have got to go on and fight, and the people of Jamaica must fight for justice. Whilst these platforms that we are speaking on are nice, the people of Jamaica must do what they do best. Rebel within the confines of the law. Make sure that the Prime Minister is arrested and prosecuted, convicted and incarcerated with the facts. And those who obstruct justice must know, those who defeat justice must know that the people of Jamaica and the world are watching, and they are not only going to watch. You will feel the heat of the people of Jamaica as time goes on. You can be in office and enjoy it now, but the people of Jamaica knows that you are going to exit office. You can buy as many people to vote for government and the party, but you cannot buy all of them all the time, and money runs out at a certain stage. Thanks to the panelists for allowing me to rant and rave. And Will knows that there's a guy on ENCA, our TV channel. He's called JJ Tawan, and his show is Power, Truth to Power. And he has an element of ranting and raving, and I've just done what he does best, rant and rave. And we were supposed to have spoken to him on Will's show one of these days, Reason with Rattigan, and I will do my level best to try and get him on to Mystic Sensation. Thank you.
Hey, this video is already 28 minutes long, so I ain't got much to say. I want you guys to go crazy in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell and click all. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear me? Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it, bruh. I'm telling you right now, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what these dudes is going to do, man. I'm excited. Turn me up. Let's go. Remember, the donation links are available, Cash App and PayPal. Follow me on all of my platforms. You heard? Yes, sir. Okay, let's get to the next part. Oh my God. I'm hyped. I am hyped. Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you, I'm hyped right now, man. Did y'all hear the man? Yo, this man was going in. He really pissed off. And I'm saying, why the Jamaican people ain't pissed off? Why are you guys so nonchalant about this dude operating the way he's been operated? Right? I don't get it. I'm not advocating for nobody to come out here and, you know what I'm saying, go do anything illegal to protest. No. There is legal ways we can operate to get this man out of office. Alright, and Will Rattigan has been showing you guys the ways, many different ways. It don't matter where you are in the world. You're a Jamaican, you're a concerned citizen, you can become a part of the movement. This is a crisis. We are in crisis mode in Jamaica, man. It ain't even no joke. Like, bruh, these dudes is on some other type of time. It's like they're untouchable. They feel like they're untouchable. Right? The DPP time is up. What they do? Make concessions for the DPP. And everybody's like, wait a minute, we don't like the DPP. The DPP is not operating like the way we want the DPP to operate. Did you hear what this lady said? This lady said she works with tainted jurors all the time. I'm like, what? Huh? Allegedly, like, I'm paraphrasing. Like, what? What did it? Man, what did you say? You are a what? A DPP, and you said what? On record? Man, bro, stop, bro. How in the world is this lady still representing us? You already turned the age you're supposed to turn, and then they're going to change the Constitution just to fit you. Man, I don't want to go on no rant because I don't want to be on here for long. You know what I'm saying? It's early, and I got a lot of work to do after I'm obviously done with all of this. Let's get to Will Rattigan. So now, ladies and gentlemen, Will Rattigan, in this clip that I'm about to play, said a lot of things. One of the things that stood out to me is his message to not only Andrew Holness, but Nigel Clark. Yo, y'all gotta hear this. Yeah, remember, guys, to follow me on all of my pages, right? Of course, donations are welcomed. It's not mandatory. That means you don't have to. The Cash App is available. The link and the name of the Cash App and the link and the name of the PayPal is in the description, and it's also pinned in the comment section. All right, let's get it. Let's hear what Will Rattigan has to say after the presentation from Mystic Sensation to the panel in regards to SSL, the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, and all of that. Let's go.
Feeling, so compassionate as it relates to our situation, knowing government. Before we go to Sister Maria, Ishmael in the east right, we are our comrade, brother, right, running for MP candidate, right, for Eastern Portland, Isaac Buchanan. So, in there.
Doctors, nurses, and
oh man, hold up. So
your space, your time up. Right, go ahead, Sister Maria.
No. Oh Lord.
What about the fraud?
Where is it?
Is all of those.
Oh Lord.
Suspected fraudulent fraud.
Oh, there's more? Yo, this is crazy, bro. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, there's more? Oh, so he responded twice. I gotta record both of these. I'm sorry and I apologize. And Will Rattigan definitely cooked Nigel Clark on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna skip past these pleasantries, ladies and gentlemen.
To cover up.
Listen to this. Go back.
That.
Here we go.
She needs more documentation.
Oh yes. So this is the DPP. So he presented the evidence about the DPP and Nigel Clark. Certain investigation that was done. Nigel Clark told us, oh, the FBI, whatever, was involved in it and all of this good stuff, right? Hey, salute to you, Splash Dizzy. I'm telling you, very informative. So I'm skipping some parts for people to go and watch themselves. I want you to listen to the response that Andy Marshall and Mr. Will Rattigan had in response to this situation with the DPP, Prime Minister Nigel Clark, and this report that was withheld from the public. Listen to this.
After a forensic expert came and done their report along in collaboration with FID. And here's the DPP making a return now, right, to throw away this case. And investors lose over $4 billion of Jamaican money. Right? Ambassador Andy, I wanted to touch it once more, and then I move to the other.
My comment. One of the elements of crime is opportunity. One of the elements of crime is intention. One of the elements of crime is the ability to commit that crime. All of us on the panel, you on that part of the world and I on this part of the world, clearly know and can see, even a blind man can see that there is opportunity, there is intention, there is ability to cover up, which those of us in law enforcement will say. In the US, you talk about defeating the administration of justice. In South Africa, we talk about defeating the ends of justice. Knowingly covering up a crime that has been committed is defeating the ends of justice. Knowingly covering crime that will be, or protecting a crime or hiding crime that will be committed is defeating the ends of justice. And it is clear for me here and all of us on this show, as well as the viewers, that there is an intention, there's opportunity, there's an ability, there is all of those elements of crime to defeat the ends of justice. And up to so far, the ends of justice have been successfully defeated. The administration of justice has been successfully defeated, and it will continue to be defeated, given the intentions and desires of the Prime Minister to seek for the third term. I am wondering if the Prime Minister gets the third term, what will be happening to the Director of Public Prosecutions with her age and her term coming to an end, and maneuvers being put in place to make sure that her contract is extended and her services are secured by those in leadership. Once again, we should say to them, your time is running out, and there is no way in which you will evade justice from being executed permanently. And I need to say to the viewers and the panel and those who will be watching from government that the monies that the Jamaican people have lost must be recovered from the property and assets of all those who are involved in these scandals. I can imagine if I were to write a book, it would have on its cover the face of the president, and the title of the book would be On the Red List, the Interpol's Red List. If the Prime Minister decides to make a beeline to one of the countries outside of Jamaica, obviously you're going to put him on the red notice.
Guys, do you guys know what the Interpol Red List is? The Interpol Red List, ladies and gentlemen, is the wanted. Let me Google it and show you. Alright? That is what is mainly significant about what this man said. This man said, let us put this man on the Interpol Red Notice. Alright? Yo, what? Let me type it in. What is the Interpol Red Notice? Let me show you on the screen right now what they said that is on Google. Because I'm telling you, this man right here is serious. He's not running no jokes. It is a request to law enforcement agencies around the world to locate and arrest a person for serious crimes.
Emotional damage.
The purpose is to facilitate the potential arrest and extradition of the individual. It's often compared to an international arrest warrant. It's issued when a member country seek assistance from other member countries. It is not an international arrest warrant. Wait a minute. Member countries apply their own laws when deciding whether to arrest a person. So you can be put on the red notice, but you might not get arrested by the countries because they have their own laws, and there's many examples of this. I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out, ladies and gentlemen. So let's play that back. Yo, this man, I love this guy right here, man.
It's that the Jamaican people have lost must be recovered from the property and assets of all those who are involved in these scandals. I can imagine if I were to write a book, it would have on its cover the face of the president, and the title of the book would be On the Red List, the Interpol's Red List. If the Prime Minister decides to make a beeline to one of the countries outside of Jamaica, obviously you're going to put him on the red notice, not the red list, the red notice. So imagine the face of the president on that book and the title being On the Red Notice. So we are saying in advance, we are advising the people of Jamaica to ensure that all institutions that hunt down people who commit crime as enablers or drivers of organized crime must be pursued, arrested, prosecuted, convicted, and incarcerated. And this is no game to instill fear. These effects, this must happen. We can see what is going on, and we can see that me having tabled the elements of crime. What are the elements? What some of the elements of crime are? We see there's opportunity, we see there's intention, we see there's an ability. We can see through the maneuverings that we have seen, given the reports and the reports in forensic reports and the reports in parliament, we can see that there are maneuverings to defeat the administration of justice, and such individuals must be waited upon until their time in parliament comes and goes. When it has gone, you painfully pursue them. I mean, painfully within the confines of the law. I am not sure what the opposition party is doing in Jamaica. Why are they not pursuing these individuals through the legal means, be them national means in Jamaica and international means, and many other courts throughout the world that can, beginning with the head office of the Prime Minister, which is London or the UK.
Yo, listen. This man is a strategist. You heard what the man said? Why isn't the PMP seeking legal action overseas to lock Andrew Holness and his cronies up? Come on, man.
Emotional damage.
Hey, Marky G. Hey, this man is not biased. I know a lot of people just gonna listen to this that is dieharded PMP, and you guys are gonna be like, but this man is an investigator. He don't have no sides. This is huge what he just said a while ago, and it's something to think about. I'm talking about the full extent of the law going after Andrew Holness on an international level. Why isn't the PMP going after this man with the full extent of the law? Listen to what the man just said.
Doing in Jamaica, why are they not pursuing these upon until their time in parliament comes and goes? When it has gone, you painfully pursue them. I mean, painfully within the confines of the law. I am not sure what the opposition party is doing in Jamaica. Why are they not pursuing these individuals through the legal means, be them national means in Jamaica and international means, and many other courts throughout the world that can, beginning with the head office of the Prime Minister, which is London or the UK, beginning there and pursuing them like we did pursuing Israel and its leadership at the International Court of Justice. I think that should be some of the tools, some of the resources that must be yes. I said the red notice. I said the face of the press of the Prime Minister on the cover of the book, and the title would be on the red notice. So you would be putting those people on the red notice, because both you and I know that they're going to run away from Jamaica. They will not. They know the fire that's coming, and I can tell you, if I were them, I would be preparing to run away from Jamaica. But be that as it may, running away, we must begin with the accounts, whether they're in the Cayman Islands or those those million accounts that belong to the Prime Minister. There must be ways now, maneuvers that can be taken, that must be taken to ensure that those accounts are known, and those institutions that have those monies that belongs to the Jamaican taxpayers are frozen. And wherever the Prime Minister goes, his life must be made terrible within the confines of the law. Law enforcement organizations in those countries must respect and cooperate with the red notice that the people of Jamaica are putting the Prime Minister on. He's still in office. He has not run away. We know he will run away. We meaning the people who are observing, the observers of this whole scenario. We know that he's going to run away. And I think the people of Jamaica must prepare, must begin to apply for the red notice, and must actually tell the Prime Minister that yes, say Andy Brahim, and yes, the Prime Minister knows that he will not get away with this and stay in Jamaica. I can tell you, some of them are buying places in Jamaica. Those who are buying plots and places in Dubai, we know that they will run to Dubai. So, or maybe they will run to North Korea and share their money with those in North Korea. We must actually pursue them wherever they go. We must pursue them. I think you have the ability to do so, and I am charging the opposition party with that responsibility to pursue government in places like your International Court of Justice, must pursue the Prime Minister and those who are committing crime. Remember, this is clearly organized crime, and it's no longer organized within Jamaica, for the fact that money is being transferred to banking institutions outside of Jamaica. That's transnational organized crime. And where those monies are going, those banking institutions must be made aware that that is stolen money, and we will have to see what the world financial institutions say with regards to money laundering and many of your financial task force worldwide, your FATF. What are they saying? FATF. What are they saying with regard to the complaints of the people of Jamaica, and money finding its way out of the coffers of the Jamaican government and the people of Jamaica's institutions must pursue through FATF, amongst others, to ensure that you freeze their properties and the Prime Minister gets to pay the money back.
Man, listen. These are the types of people we need in law enforcement in Jamaica. These are the types of people we need to stem, to cut down, to uproot, to eradicate crime. I'm talking about on the highest level. This man is a strategist, man. Shout out to, bruh. Did you hear what that man said? Man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Yo, he's not playing no games. He's not saying he's not saying none of that. I love it. He says pursue them wherever they go. Interpol, baby. Red notice. Let me see if there's anything he added on.
Didn't you hear me?
Yeah.
Another wonderful input coming from Ambassador Andy. Right, really love him in this space. Now, thank you very much for that, Ambassador. we are going to ask Rattigan.
Alright. Choppy this up, cause Rattigan kinda go on next level with it. And we can go on different little place, so I don't want to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't want them thing have it too long, you know, cause I know the thing go. Like, share, and subscribe. Alright, my people. Yes. But like, come here, go on with the timing still, you know? God, time is precious, you know? Time is precious. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? It's your brother Bolo V&R. We're here with another one. Will Rattigan. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, man, oh man, hey, Nigel Clark. Shit. Yeah, my brother, hey, listen, man, you better just give it up, bro. I'm telling you. The resolve of Rattigan and his team, they are on y'all ASS like a back pocket. Shout out to Trina. And shout out to Memphis. DJ Memphis, the entire Memphis. You heard? Hey, man, listen. I love it. Man, when I see truth and justice prevailing, and it's just rising up. It's like oil and water. It's just rising up, man. Listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care what government official you is. I don't care what side you on. I don't care. I don't care if you're PMP, JLP. If you are a criminal, you are a politician and you're a criminal, you getting taken down and making an example of you is a win for any country. You feel what I'm saying? So I love this. I love this. Shout out to Will Rattigan. Let's see what the brother got to say. Remember to follow me on all of my platforms. You see it right there on the screen. Bolo V&R clips, and Bolo V&R 2.0. Click that bell and click all to get all notifications. And guess what? If you're not getting all notifications, which I know a lot of people are not, join my WhatsApp group, 1-876-451-6535. That's 1-876-451-6535. If you want to donate, you want to donate to the platform and support the platform monetarily, the Cash App is available and the PayPal is available. The links to both of those are in the description of the video, and they also pinned in the comment section as well, ladies and gentlemen. And Nightbot periodically drops those links and those names all throughout my videos. Alright, shout out to Nightbot for doing the work. Let's get into this right here. Let's see what Rattigan got to say.
To step into the space. Ratty.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Couple of things. One is, I think it was Don who put in the chat that we need to do a census and find out about the unemployment rate. They're two different things. Let me just clarify. The census has not been completed yet, even though, I mean, the money was disbursed, and I don't know, people are not getting paid, and it's overdue. And that's an issue that we need to take up this year because the census should have been completed last year. The second thing is the unemployment. The unemployment rate is done every quarter. And as we explained, it's the last week of every quarter. So it would be, for this quarter starting January 1st, it would be the last week. I'm sorry, it would be the first week in January. It used to be the last week in March. Now they move it to the last week in January. So that's how they measure unemployment. And as we know, they're playing fast and loose with the statistics. They have a new system in place which says that if you're unemployed, but that's because you're not working, because you don't want to work, because you're discouraged, you can't find a job, or the jobs that you find they don't make any sense, or they're too expensive, meaning that the minimum wage is 15,000, but to get to the job and back home and eat lunch and transportation and all that is going to cost you 16,000 for a job that's paying you 15,000. So those people have stopped looking for jobs, and they said, oh, for those people, they're not unemployed, they're in the potential labor force. So they separate them from those who are actively looking for jobs. So every time somebody drops
people on ear what the man say about unemployment, you hear me been telling us say them unemployment stats, they're phony. All you have to do is just stand up in a middle of any town, you know, and just look around, you know, and look how much man not have no job, you know, how much woman not have no job, you know. Just look around, just observe your surroundings and see, like, who no really have no job or nothing to do. Some of them are get money from overseas from man, some are get money from woman, some of them are scammer, some of them are this, some of them are that, but them not have no job. And then they look on their lifestyle. You know, hear me I tell you, them not have no job. Just looking at your community and look on the ratio of people who have job and who have job, and tell me say unemployment down. Yo, the man them full of style, like yo, the man them are real criminal, you know? And this is my opinion. The man them are crook. You hear me I tell you? No boy and no girl can't tell me say unemployment down at the point of them I say unemployment down. They can't tell me nothing about no criminal stats, about murder and them. They can't tell me nothing about no believe none of them stats. None. And that's my opinion. You don't know what Uno think.
South, it means that the unemployment rate is going to go down. It doesn't mean that people are working. So don't let them fool you. So that's that, Don. They separate them from those who are actively looking for jobs. So every time somebody drops out, it means that the unemployment rate is going to go down. It doesn't mean that people are working. So don't let them fool you. So that doesn't mean expensive, meaning that the minimum wage is 15,000, but to get to the job and back home and eat lunch and transportation and all that is going to cost you 16,000 for a job that's paying you 15,000. So those people have stopped looking for jobs, and they said, oh, for those people, they're not unemployed. They're in the potential labor force. So they separate them from those who are actively looking for jobs. So every time somebody drops out, it means that the unemployment rate is going to go down. It doesn't mean that people are working. So don't let them fool you. So that's that, Don. You know, the unemployment rate is measured differently from the census. Yeah. Another thing is somebody asked about Interpol and the red notice, and he's in a better position to explain this than I. But based on my workings with my engagements with Interpol over the years, they have various notices and they're different colors. They have red, white, purple, blue, and they mean different things. Essentially, if you're a signatory to Interpol, it means that you will assist in whatever that notice is asking you to do. A red notice is for you to arrest the person. That's what it means. It means once that person is in your jurisdiction, you put there what we call the habeas grabus. you grab that person, and then you wait for extradition papers to come and do whatever you can do. However, we do know that even though you have some people who are signatories to it, they don't honor it for political reasons and for other reasons. So you have a red notice, somebody travels to your country, and then they say, no, we're not gonna arrest this person. I can tell you, if it's a parental kidnapping case, if somebody absconds with a child, a parent absconds with a child, and they go to the Middle East, very unlikely that a red notice is going to have any effect, because they don't view parental kidnapping as a crime. They say it's not a crime. They said if a father absconds, usually it's a father, but I've had a case where a mother actually absconded with a child, but they'll say, because it's a Muslim country and they have certain traditions and certain rules, certain laws, what they'll say is it's the father's responsibility to bring up the child after a certain age. And so if the child is with the father during that period, then they said, no, there's nothing we can do, because the father is doing what he's supposed to do within the context of our laws and our traditions. So that's that. No, Mystic.
It's true, Will, let me come in. It's true.
Sure.
Whether you issue out a red notice against Benjamin Netanyahu, the United States will never arrest that guy. If he goes and visits US, at the behest of our case, our case meaning our successful performance at the International Court of Justice and the subsequent notice, court order that has been secured to ensure that Netanyahu and the leader of Hamas are arrested. I don't know how do you balance the two, the leader of Hamas and Netanyahu. Netanyahu can travel to US. The US is not going to arrest him. So I concur with you.
Right.
There are other countries that will not honor the red notice. But I'm asking, what value will the Prime Minister hold and influence? Prime Minister Holness, what value and what influence will he have in this institution, or in this instance should a red notice be issued? I am talking about situations like the Gupta's will. South Africa applied for the red notice and they were arrested in Dubai. They are subsequently walking down the streets free because Dubai did not agree, or the UAE did not agree with the extradition orders, or papers, or the process. So they are wanted, but they will not come here because the process is ongoing, which is a nice term from Interpol and Dubai as a result of what you're talking about. Some countries will not honor the red notice. Kayon said in the chat room, Kayon spoke about the Magnitsky Act. Yeah, it's one of those things that we need to pursue. We, meaning the people of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just saying, yes, it's true. Some countries don't honor the red notice.
Right. And it's like
so yes, what he's saying is that he understands that some countries don't honor the red notice, but guess what? If the Prime Minister's name was to be added to the red notice, what kind of influence would he have globally? Because there's going to be some countries that are going to be looking at him like they're going to look more into this Integrity Commission report. It's going to become more global, and everybody's going to form their own opinion. Wagwan Wayne, big up yourself, my brother. Salute to you. Good morning, Grand Rising. Right? You know, what do you think? What do you guys think about that? I think that's a good point. That's a good point.
It's like asking Nelson Mandela to have South Africa honor the red notice for someone from Cuba or Nicaragua or Angola or Mozambique, you know, or Zimbabwe. They won't, because and when he was alive, he made it clear. He said, look, when we were in dire straits, those were the countries who came to our assistance. The U.S. government did not. So for the U.S. government to now tell us that, hey, when these guys show up, you arrest them, he said, no, that's unreasonable. You can't ask us to do that.
Do this until January 1st. This Monday, December 16th. Start small with a chair workout plan for men over 50.
And then also, like I said, you have it's political. Sometimes it's economic, because the Guptas are walking free in Dubai, even though we know what they did in terms of state capture in South Africa. So, but that's another story. Mystic, you did. Let me go back to where is it? Oh, Minister Nigel Clark, in his speech, he said, leave no stone unturned, follow the evidence where it leads us, and seek international assistance. Leave no stone unturned. I hate that term. You know why? Because there's a former police commissioner of Jamaica. His name is Williams. Can't remember his first name now. He was like 3 commissioners ago, and he used to use that phrase every single time that there was a homicide. He would say, we're leaving no stones unturned. And up to the day that he left, all the stones were unturned. He couldn't catch a criminal, even if the guy had on a shirt saying, I'm a criminal, I'm the guy you're looking for. He couldn't catch anybody. It was pitiful. So I don't like that term. Follow the evidence. He needs some milk. Nigel Clark doesn't know anything about following evidence anywhere. So for him to come out and make that statement, I found it, just unbelievable. And then the last one, seek international assistance. Let me focus on that one for a bit. Seek international assistance. He came out and he said, yes, we are going to engage Kroll, a company in the UK with a vast history of conducting these types of investigation. But before he said Kroll, he said what? The FBI is going to be here. All right. Then he gave him that speech. He said, Kroll working in conjunction with other governments and other agencies and this. You notice he didn't say working with the FBI. Didn't say that. Because the FBI is not going to be working with Kroll. FBI is not going to be working with a private concern in a matter like this. All of the skills and the capabilities that Kroll would bring to the table, the FBI would bring those and more. So they don't need to work with a private concern. Plus, there are two requirements. One is there must be a need to know. And the other one is that you must have the security clearance. And so if you don't have the security clearance, then they're going to say, we can't work with you. And even if you do have the security clearance, they'll say, well, some things you don't need to know. And that happens even within the agency. If I'm working on a criminal squad, and as I did, and a friend of mine is working on another criminal squad, and he starts looking into my files electronically, digitally, the system tells me that this guy is looking in my file. And so I get up from my desk, I go talk to my supervisor, or I go talk to that person's supervisor and say, hey, he's looking in my file. Why? Tell me the need to know, because we both have security clearances. But the need to know. So they're not going to be working with Kroll. They might share some stuff with Kroll. And I suspect that when they said the FBI, they probably gave the FBI agent who's assigned to Jamaica some leads. That's not what I had in mind, what I envisioned when he said, the FBI is coming in to help. That's not what we have. So people do not let them fool you. No, he said that in one of the things you showed, he said that Kroll working in conjunction with this, they found that.
People, I want you to understand what he's saying here. This is where the styling comes in. Them full of style. Understand? They really skilled at wordplay. Because you understand that there's FBI agents in Jamaica. There's FBI agents everywhere. CIA everywhere. The operations that they run, depends on the area that they're in. Yeah, but they are everywhere. I mean, Mr. Will Rattigan used to work with them, and he has said that much. I've heard him. I am paraphrasing. They're everywhere. They are literally everywhere. They got a big. Remember, say America have a base like everywhere in the world. So it's not strange. You know what I'm saying? They have to keep an eye on their quote unquote enemies' operations, right? To see, are they doing anything? What's going on here? Type of vibe. Intelligence, right? So yeah. So he's saying when Nigel Clark to him gave him the indication or the impression that they were gonna get real, like a whole squad of FBI agents from overseas to come down and do specifically this investigation. But he's saying, like, don't let them fool you.
The fraud was much broader than initially thought. The question is, have we seen the report? The public paid for it. Have we seen that report? If the idea is Kroll worked with the FBI and others, then where's the report? If the idea is Kroll worked independent of these agencies, where's Kroll's report? We haven't seen anything. I don't know if you have seen it, Mystic, or anyone on the panel. I haven't seen a report coming from Kroll. I've seen what they would best describe as some manufactured excerpts, but I haven't seen anything. Now, there's another organization we've left out, and it's CTOC. Because if you recall, CTOC was listed to head this investigation. It wasn't FSC, it was CTOC. And when they interviewed the gentleman who was running CTOC and they asked him about the FBI, he said, We don't need the FBI. We can do this thing locally. However, if and when we need the FBI, we will make the request. Right after that, Minister Clark came out and said, oh, that's not what he meant. He couldn't say that wasn't what he said. He said that wasn't what he meant, and maybe you guys took it up. No, we did not. I have personal information regarding Dr. Clark.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets serious. All right, listen to this. Oh my God.
In fact, I heard Dr. Clark say some things that goes counter to what he told the public. I heard it with my 2 ears.
What?
I was on the line when he was talking to somebody. I heard him. And what he told the public is not what he said on the phone.
Emotional damage.
What did he say?
Said some things that goes counter to what he told the public. I heard it with my 2 ears. I was on the line when he was talking to somebody. I heard him. And what he told the public is not what he said on the phone. And I challenge him to tell me that that's not what he said. Because there were witnesses to what he said. He didn't know that people were listening to his phone call.
Yeah.
And it wasn't illegal. We didn't tap his phone. Let me just be clear about that. We didn't tap his phone. It wasn't an illegal overhear or anything like that. He was just talking to somebody and people were on the line, and he didn't know people were on the line, and he said certain things.
Wow.
But I'm telling you how devious these politicians are, these wannabe politicians are, that they'll tell you, and I've seen it so many times, they'll tell you something, one thing, as the public, to appease you, to cajole you, to comfort you. And then behind closed doors, that's where the real story is. Then you'll hear them say something else. And then essentially what they're saying, yeah, we just tell them that for just keep them quiet, you know. So I would
Yo, so Will Rattigan is calling Nigel Clark out for being a bold-faced liar. Damn.
Emotional damage.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Ooh, and I'm sure Rattigan has a recording. I'm sure he does. Being an FBI agent he is. Lord have mercy.
love to see that report from Cole, because the taxpayers paid for it and people should ask for it. Let them tell you that it's confidential, we can't give it to you.
Thank you.
That's what they should do. But no, and again, like Andy mentioned,
and for full context, he's talking about the SSL report, guys. Why are they not sending out the full scope of the SSL report?
the Jamaican people have to take a stand.
You hear that, people?
It's not enough for us here to raise these issues and talk about things, and they have to take a stand. Facts. As well. And the person who mentioned the Magnitsky, this month, at the end of this month, we're in the planning stages right now to have a meeting in New York at the end of this month to strategize about the Magnitsky. So for all of you who've been asking about the Magnitsky, can you follow anything? Yes, Pastor Ricky. And you know what? Me no sleep, you know. So tonight me go file a ATI, Pastor Ricky. So
people no hear that. Rattigan say him no sleep. So right now Rattigan at work right now. Rattigan probably get a little nap right now after I'm done the program. So about 4 hours ago. You understand? And just I get a little sleep. Yo, the man I work tirelessly. What are you doing, my Jamaican people? Right? The call has been put out there to work in the legal framework to make the government know that we are displeased. Are you guys pleased with what is going on in our country? Are you guys proud to be a Jamaican? Are you guys flourishing in prosperity? All is well. Sonia, how are you doing? Is all well, my Jamaican people? I'm just asking because, it seems like nobody is willing to take any action. We can't come on here, like you said, every day and just keep talking. You guys have to act. In the legal framework, you have to act. Nigel Clark, you've been called out to be a bold-faced liar, sir.
Don't file the ATI tonight. Don't file like maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't file it and ask for the Kroll report. But going back to the Magnitsky, we are meeting in New York this month to go over. We have some information. We don't have all the information that we need. We're still waiting. And there are some things. I've received some phone calls regarding some contacts and some other things in place, which I cannot say at this point. At the appropriate time, I will reveal it to the public.
Whenever.
But we are planning. Well, we're going to meet. We're going to strategize. We're going to go over what we have, what we need, and then come up with a plan as to how we're going to package the whole thing and file it. But don't ever think for a moment that the Magnitsky is off the table or we've forgotten about it. We haven't. We've just been waiting for information. And the information we're waiting on, it's coming out of Jamaica. So we have what we can arrange to have here in the United States. But and we have people in Europe waiting for the Magnitsky package to be completed. I have people calling me and say, soon as it's done, please, send it off to me because I know where to file it.
Wow.
So, Mr. Prime Minister, if you're listening, if your cronies are listening,
wanna hear that? Wanna hear the man that say if the things that they don't know, so them are listen. The Prime Minister cronies them allegedly is listening to these programs. Look for Mom Ishmael Douglas and I kind of they did laugh.
And they're gonna report the news to you. Or if they're listening, they better report it to you. Like Andy said, we are not going to stop. We are proceeding full speed, and I've said to people, it's more than just talk. It's more than just talk.
Lucidchart makes intelligent diagramming easy.
Last year we did 4 protests and we had 1 conference. In addition to the letter writing, or as Minister Dana Morris Dixon says, the letter writing campaign. We did that. And I tell you, those things are effective. They are more than we've ever done. Those things are more than we've ever attempted as a diaspora. And we're not going to stop. So I'm going to yield now, but those are the points I wanted to raise. Sorry. One last point. You talked about the stock exchange and you read a report. Now, the person who compiled that report, who composed that report, is none other than Dr. Andre Houghton, who, it has been said, he's the premier economist in Jamaica. If he's listening, I tried to reach out to him. He's supposed to be on the program this Saturday. Don't know if he'll make it, but no, he did this without the benefit of a report from Kroll, a report from the from the FBI, and a report from CTOC. Can you imagine when he gets his hands on those reports, what's gonna and with his experience and his skill? You could just imagine what's gonna happen, because the report you read, Mystic, very damning, very damning. And it's not a comprehensive, it's not a complete report, because there are things still missing. So I just want to congratulate you, as usual, you and the lovely Anne-Marie, for doing the work that you do, because you put it up there, people can go look at the documents themselves. It's not you just rendering an opinion. You're putting up the evidence and saying, look, if I render an opinion, it's based on evidence.
Come on, man. Y'all heard that, man? Hey, Man, this man called Nigel Clark out for being a bold-faced liar, lied to the people, right? About this SSL thing and, you know what I mean, the investigation and all of that, man. Man, wow, bruh. Yo, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Light it up. Light it up. Remember to hit the like button going through the door, you heard? Man, oh man, oh man. This is powerful. This is powerful. Shout out to Will Rattigan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mystic Sensation. Shout out to Daisy, you know, Ishmael, everybody on the panel, Andy Marshall, the other brother, Jamaicans. Shout out to him. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about what was said in that particular clip. Alright, guys. That's my time. I still got work to do. Does anybody want to call in? If not, I'm gonna end this thing because I got work to do. I got the thumbnails ready. I'm uploading the videos right now, you know, to launch them out this morning and in the afternoon. All right. That's how that go. He a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. So I got 4 videos to upload. Okay, that's dope. I think I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it 4 videos a day. You know, I don't want to do too much a day. Yeah, I want to keep it 4 videos a day, man. And Will Rattigan just destroyed. I'm talking about destroyed Nigel Clark's reputation in my eyes. You know, I'm not a hard sell, to be honest with you, because I've been calling his ass out. Pause. I've been calling him out for a long time. Listen, you know what I know? Nigel Clark is full of shit. You know what I know? He was full of it when this man accepted a job at the IMF after giving these people in government a 200 to 300% increase, with the idea behind it that it's supposed to attract the best minds. And then you leave. I guess he wasn't the best mind. All right, I guess that's what it means. You wasn't one of those best minds, now were you? Because if you were, you know, you would have you stay, right? I'm not saying you should have stayed, but I mean, you in trouble either way. Yo, karma, man. Listen, the prophetic word is there. It doesn't matter what y'all do. Y'all is gonna get this work. God is gonna give y'all this work. All of y'all that has done this country wrong, us wrong, the citizens wrong, the people of Jamaica wrong, all of you is gonna get this work. Every last one of you is gonna get this work. Period. Ain't nothing you could do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright? That's my time, y'all. Peace. Yeah. Join the WhatsApp group if you haven't already, so you can get all notifications when I do drop my videos. The number, I just dropped it in the chat right there. You can text me, join, and yeah, that's it. We be straight. Alright, we be straight. Straight. Alright, see y'all later. Peace.